Right. Of course, they say every gentleman in the University of Cape Coast at a point in their life wish they were a great Castle Hall resident. We are witnessing the departure of one of the territorial commanders of University of Cape Coast. Standing on already established protocols, ladies and gentlemen, you're once more welcome to the new Examination Center Auditorium of the University of Cape Coast. This quick announcement to all of us, to our students who are also here for the side attraction, the food bank and free disbursement of provisions for us. The disbursement will be inside this very auditorium, so get seated. If you could do your best, just move forward. That will help you expedite any claim of your food stuff you would have today. This is 21st Century Wellbeing Conference. Ladies and gentlemen, we will take the very profile video of our keynote speaker. Enjoy.
Every generation needs leaders who believe in its potential. Leaders who understand that investing in young people is investing in the future of a nation. At the National Health Insurance Authority, that leader is Dr. Victor Asari Bampo, a medical doctor, public health expert, and Chief Executive Officer of the NHIA. Throughout his career, he has championed initiatives that improves lives, expand access to healthcare, and create opportunities for people to thrive. But beyond healthcare, Dr. Bampo is passionate about the next generation. Through the NHIA Youth Mentorship Initiative and NHIS Campus Connect, he is inspiring, guiding, and equipping young people with the knowledge, confidence, and leadership skills needed to succeed, while taking important healthcare conversations directly to campuses across Ghana, promoting healthy lifestyles and empowering students to take charge of their future. His vision is simple: a generation that is healthy, a generation that is informed, a generation that is ready to lead. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Chief Executive Officer of the National Health Insurance Authority.
Shall we rise, ladies and gentlemen? University of Cape Coast, Dr. Vincent Asari Bampo.
Life doesn't give
Please take your seats. Thank you so much. I was really enjoying the Jama. I think the Casford Jama group is fantastic. But I observed one thing. I saw that some of my directors and staff like Faustina, Angela, Jerry, and others were also trying to compete. But Jerry wasn't seen top. The age was not on his side. So, Jerry, you can do better next time. Honorable Chair, Dr. Elijah Ian, Nana Amba Eyaba Kronti Hima of Ogwa Traditional Area, distinguished members of the High Table, Professor Andor Dr. Mrs. Evelyn Owusu Roberts, my own younger brother, Kwesi Boche, President of the SRC, Kwame Ntiama in team, and your Vice President, Deborah Jemfua. I'm really pleased to be here today. But let me start off on a sad note. We can't come here without sparing a thought about the very sad incident that happened. And we bring condolences from the NHIA for the very unfortunate incident that happened here a few days ago. We pray that God himself will comfort the family and also the bigger family, the UCC family. I bid you good morning, and I want to say that it's truly an honor and a privilege to join you at this important conference centered on the subject that affects every one of us, regardless of our age, profession, or background, our well-being. And I think the theme that you've chosen for this is really, really apt. In fact, in today's world, well-being means much more than simply not being sick. I used to work for the World Health Organization, so I like to go back to the definitions of the World Health Organization. When we talk about health, the WHO defines health as the state of complete physical, emotional, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. And well-being itself is defined as a state of being healthy, happy, and prosperous. It is a multi-dimensional concept that goes beyond just the absence of sickness. So you can not, maybe you don't have sickness, but you don't have well-being. So there's a certain nuance to it. Because it includes, sometimes it includes having a positive mental state, high life satisfaction, a sense of purpose, and physical vitality. So in this 21st century, true well-being is holistic. Healthy body, peaceful mind, emotional resilience, meaningful relationships, and a sense of hope and purpose. It's about being physically strong, mentally balanced, emotionally grounded, and spiritually fulfilled. For our dear students here, it's because of you that we are gathered here. And so I think that well-being means more than academic success. It means finding balance in a world of increasing expectations, navigating uncertainty about the future, managing emotional pressures, and protecting your mental and physical health while pursuing your dreams. And that's why we found it so interesting, because we are all gathered here because of you young people. And we at NHIA have something to do with well-being. So there is a certain connection that I want to talk about today, and I will not talk for too long. We live in a world and a time of extraordinary possibilities. Everything is possible with AI and all that. But you also have a lot of pressure as young people. You have the pressure to succeed, the pressure to meet expectations, the anxiety about career choices and economic realities, the invisible burden that you carry of stress, loneliness, and emotional fatigue. And increasingly, the pressure created by the digital world and social media, where many young people feel compelled to measure their lives against unrealistic standards. These are real issues, and I'm sure you know better than I do. So if we are serious about promoting 21st century well-being, then we must together create systems that support not just achievement, but wellness. Systems that remind young people that it is okay to seek help, to prioritize health, and to understand that success means very little without well-being. So you can be very successful. If you don't have well-being, then it is pointless. Dear ladies and gentlemen, this is why healthcare matters, and that's where NHIA comes in. because well-being cannot exist where access to healthcare is uncertain. So as a student, you cannot focus in the lecture hall if illness becomes a distraction. A dream cannot thrive if healthcare becomes financially inaccessible. And a society cannot fully prosper when quality healthcare remains a privilege rather than a guarantee. So at the NHIA, we believe that healthcare should not be a luxury. It should be accessible, reliable, and responsive to the needs of every Ghanaian, including the young people gathered here today. And that's why our scheme remains one of the most important social protection interventions in our country. Today, I stand before you not only as the Chief Executive of the NHIA, together with my colleagues here, but as someone deeply committed to ensuring that healthcare contributes meaningfully to the well-being of every Ghanaian, especially you, our young people. Ghana stands at an important point in its healthcare journey. And let me tell you about something His Excellency the President commissioned on the 15th of April. We think it is one of the most transformative interventions currently being advanced in Ghana, and that's the implementation of the free primary healthcare program. At its core, this initiative is based on a very simple but powerful idea that healthcare should begin before sickness becomes severe. Healthcare should begin with prevention, even before you get ill. Healthcare should begin with awareness. It should begin with early diagnosis. And it should begin with access. Because when people can access care early, lives are saved, suffering is reduced, and families are protected from avoidable financial hardship. For young people and students, this is especially important. Many people assume youth automatically guarantees good health. But illness does not wait for graduation. It can come at any time. Mental health challenges do not wait for employment. Stress-related conditions do not wait for adulthood. Unexpected illness does not ask whether someone is still in school. What protects people is not simply age. What protects people is access. And through free primary health care, we are working towards a future where every Ghanaian, regardless of income or status, can access essential care at the earliest point possible. Ladies and gentlemen, as part of our efforts to improve healthcare access, the NHIA continues to embrace innovation. We recognize that today's generation expects convenience, speed, and digital accessibility. That's why we strengthened our digital platforms to make registration and renewal easier than before. Young people should not have to struggle to stay insured. Today, you can renew your membership through digital channels without unnecessary inconvenience. Technology must simplify access, reduce barriers, and bring services closer to the people. Because healthcare in the 21st century must be people-centered, it must be technology-driven, and it must be responsive to modern realities. At the NHIA earlier this year, through our STORM initiative, we temporarily waived registration fees, renewal fees, and the 1-month waiting period to encourage greater enrollment onto the scheme. What we witnessed across the country was remarkable. Thousands of Ghanaians responded. And the lesson was clear. that when barriers are lowered, people participate. When systems become more accessible, trust grows. Healthcare has always mattered. People simply need systems that work for them. But let me pause here and ask to show by hand, please, respectfully. How many of you have your NHIS cards? I don't think it's even 1/3 of the room, and I hope that this will change by the end of this program. As we work to expand access, we must also safeguard the sustainability of the scheme. Every city within the NHIS belongs to the Ghanaian people. Every resource must be protected and used responsibly. And that is why we are introducing the One-Time Attendance Code, or OTAC. It is more than a technological innovation. It is an accountability tool designed to verify genuine patient attendance, prevent fraudulent claims, improve transparency, and ensure healthcare resources benefit real patients. Because when we protect the integrity of the scheme, we protect the future of healthcare for generations yet to come. Technology should not only make services easier, it should also make institutions stronger. Talking about the OTAC, for those who already have their cards, we've realized that you need to use your mobile phone number to do the registration. And we have a lot of these mobile phone numbers that are not accurate. So even as you step out and you register, we are urging you, even if you have a card that is still active, please check to make sure that the phone number that is on our system is correct. There is another important dimension of well-being we must discuss, and that is purpose and leadership. A healthy society is not built only by healthy people. It is built by responsible, compassionate, and visionary citizens. Recently, and I think you saw it in the clip that was shown, we organized a youth mentorship and leadership program to nurture young professionals, build confidence, encourage innovation, and prepare future leaders. The objective was simple: to invest in people. Because every generation inherits a responsibility, not merely to occupy space, but to improve institutions, solve problems, and leave society better than they found it. As I look across this room, I see future doctors, lawyers, entrepreneurs, researchers, policymakers, communicators, and innovators. I see future leaders of Ghana. Your generation has enormous potential, but never forget this: ambition without well-being can become burnout. Success without purpose can become emptiness. And achievement without compassion can lose its meaning. Please protect your mind, protect your health, protect your peace, and surround yourselves with people who inspire growth and positivity. Never underestimate the impact your generation can make in shaping a healthier, stronger, and more compassionate Ghana. Together, we can build a future where healthcare is accessible, well-being is prioritized, and every young person has the opportunity to thrive. May God bless the University of Cape Coast. May God bless the the National Health Insurance Authority, and may God bless our beloved nation, Ghana. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Victor Asare Bampo. Thank you, sir, for such an insightful presentation. So there's a quote in Romans. It's an ancient quote, okay? It's a Latin word that says, mens sana ni corape sanu, which means a sound mind in a sound body. So with the presentation Dr. Victor Bampo gave us, we should protect our peace. Our sanity is important as students. So, next presentation we will take, is Afiba the soloist in the house? Is she in the auditorium? Afiba the soloist. Okay, so with an applause, let's welcome Afiba the soloist on stage as she gives us something very spectacular.
Hello, wonderful people. As the university mourns the passing of our dear Innocentia, I would like all you to stay strong in this tough moment. Indeed, we shall overcome. Shawana semye obranu ye bribia ohan susudi wunkomo epeya to yani wama etifiana fusoni mwan eya zisia die etran eya zisia die etra so bra yokupa peja weni shenyami Oyono Kwafo and sing from Bible Kawasem Chire Okasianua Epoyata Yeni Waman a software adi Wajnin War and see from Bible Kawasem Chire Okasianua Epoyata Yeni Waman a software adi Wajnin War 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 and sing from Bible Kawasem Chire Okasianuan Epoyata Yeni Waman a software adi Wajnin War a software adi Wajnin War a software adi Wajnin War. Thank you.
University of Cape Coast, Afiba the soloist. Can we do one more time for her? She says, even in this adversity, in this time that UCC is mourning our beloved Innocentia, Asafurade Sandrine. One more time for Afiba. Message well delivered. We're reminded, of course, we are the new examination center auditorium of the University of Cape Coast, and this is the 21st Century Wellbeing Conference from the 3rd UCC SRC. Real quick, we want to remind you we are transmitting live on TV, UCC, and ATL FM, and other media partners here today as Mr. Showbiz, Sunshot, and Cape Boys. The ushering team is coming specially from the University of Cape Coast's very own, the Radiant Ushering Team. Want to get these few announcements done through myself here that there is a national health insurance registration just at the entrance of this very venue. So if you do not have your national health insurance card or you have not been registered, please, this is a moment the University of Cape Coast has made possible. At your doorstep, just join in the registration. And last but not least, we would have our full staff dispersed in this very auditorium. So right after this event, let us remain calm in our seat as we will be directed as to when we will have this through. Then again, we have other equally important people who have made it possible to make their presence valid in today's event. We have the Asen Daman Hene coming all the way from the Asen constituency, or Kofu Kojobi Benti II. He's here, Nana Yamao Akwaba Se Obekaya who went there. Then again, we have Mr. Benjamin Jehu, an entrepreneur and a political communication specialist. Mr. Benjamin Jehu, thank you so much for joining us today. Then again, we have the provost for the College of Humanities and Legal Studies, Professor Daniel Ejapon. Prof Ejapon, well, he was here with us. So as to when we have any list updated for people who came in to grace this occasion, we would introduce them. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up, we have the Bahima of Efutu and the Kontinhima of the Ogwa traditional area in our midst. Ladies and gentlemen, University of Cape Coast, help me welcome Nana Amba Ejaba the first Kontinhima of the Ogwa traditional area. Is that all we can do for it? Can we rise to usher her in? Can we rise to appreciate Nana Hima? Until she comes here, let us not stop. Until she comes here. Can we do better? Our very own mama. Over to you, Mom.
I don't know what time it is. Is it morning or afternoon? So, afternoon, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. You didn't respond. Thank you very much. I think I'll have to add my voice to that of the CEO of NHIA and the soloist in expressing my sincerest condolence to you, the family, friends, mates, and the entire university for the loss and for the passing of our dear lady. And I pray and ask that we observe a minute's silence in her memory. Shall we stand and observe the minute's silence? May the soul of this young lady and the souls of all departed rest in perfect peace. Amen. It's because senior Kwame team no chiram dem maka. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, when I go places like this and I'm asked to speak, I don't want trouble. So I don't mention names and people who are here. I would want to follow the protocol that has been established already. And continue with the program. But Nana Kurowaha, I'm not being a yo, but Nana Wahameya Nana, I'll have to recognize him. See, Nana Akwaba. And more so, he doesn't come from this territory, this area. So I give him the welcome from Cape Coast, the town of beautiful nonsense, and the town of romanticized finesse. I was come here at 9 and was the shadow sharp. I came here and the room was about a quarter full. People were not ready, and I said, sharp mpoina so ye blunt zancha muhumu wabe. Next time, Kwame, SRC, also for Your Excellency, next time invite me, decide whether I would want to come or not to come. And if I decide to come in Katesia, we don't sit for long. So I bring you warm greetings from the good people of Efutu, the ancestral home of Cape Coast, Winneba, Mumford, and a few other places, and the Oga traditional area. I'm deeply honored to have been invited by the Student Representative Council of this great University, my alma mater, to address this important gathering at the 21st Century Wellbeing Conference 2026. I commend the SRC, the university authorities, and all organizers for choosing a theme that speaks directly to the realities of our time. The pursuit of holistic well-being in an increasingly complex world. Today, I speak not only as a traditional leader for 44 years now, but also as a servant of the people who has witnessed firsthand the struggles, aspirations, strengths, and resilience of our communities. The topic assigned to me was the role of traditional leadership, cultural values, and community engagement in advancing well-being and social development. Shada wadama mankwati. Papa yobaka NHI manko shada wadama. Kwame sheye. And this theme is particularly significant because it invites us to reflect on how our heritage can help us address contemporary challenges and build a better future. And here I must say that I see leadership as a concept that is deeply woven into the normal order of natural things. I continue to say all entities that cling together in groups, be they living or non-living, develop systems to give them guidance and direction to resolve internal difficulties and disagreements and ensure the general well-being of all members of the group. Ladies and gentlemen, understanding well-being in the African context. Papa no waka well-being in the medical context, most American in the African context. When many people hear the word well-being, they immediately think about health. While health, I must say, is certainly important, well-being is much broader than physical fitness or the absence of disease. In the African worldview, well-being is holistic. He said it. It encompasses physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, social, cultural, and economic dimensions of life. A person may possess wealth, yet have no peace of mind. A community may have modern infrastructure, but remain divided by mistrust and conflict. A nation may experience economic growth, while many citizens feel excluded, anxious, or disconnected. Our ancestors, as a traditional leader, understood well-being as balance. They recognized that human beings do not exist in isolation. The well-being of the individual, our ancestors understood, is inseparable from the well-being of the family, the community, and the wider society. This understanding, I am because we are. A child belongs not only to parents, but to the entire community. The elderly are not abandoned because of age. Families are supported during times of illness and bereavement. Communities celebrate together, and mourn together. Traditional ceremonies such as naming rights, marriages, festivals, and funerals served purposes far beyond social gathering. They promoted identity and still promote identity, belongingness, solidarity, moral education, and social support. These institutions strengthened community resilience and contributed significantly to well-being. As we discuss well-being in the 21st century, we must therefore avoid narrow definitions. Human beings are not machines, and we are not static either. We are emotional, should I say either or neither, whichever. We are emotional, spiritual, social, and cultural beings. True well-being, therefore, requires attention to all these dimensions. Now, traditional leadership as a pillar of well-being and development. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, students, traditional leadership remains one of the oldest and most enduring institutions in African society. Chiefs, queen mothers, elders, clan heads, opinion leaders, Asafo and all that have historically served as custodians of culture and of the lands and resources of the communities. Guardians of communal resources, yes, mediators of disputes, and protectors of community welfare. Unfortunately, some people view traditional leadership as an institution that belongs only to the past. I respectfully disagree. Traditional leadership remains relevant because communities continue to trust traditional authorities. Trust is one of the most valuable assets in development. Policies, programs, and interventions are more likely to succeed when they are supported by institutions that people trust. Traditional leaders, therefore, play several important roles in promoting well-being. First, we and they. We because I'm one of them, and they because they are they. They promote peace and social cohesion. Development cannot thrive where there is conflict. We all know that. Communities affected by disputes often experience disrupted education, reduced investment, weakened social relationships, and declining quality of life. Traditional leaders frequently intervene to resolve disputes involving families, land, inheritance, and community relationships. By preserving peace, they create conditions necessary for development. Second, traditional leaders support public health initiatives. Chiefs and queen mothers can encourage participation in immunization programs, disease prevention campaigns, sanitation projects, maternal health care initiatives, and mental health awareness programs. During public health emergencies, trusted community leadership can be the difference between success and failure. Third, traditional authorities contribute to educational development. If I should come in here and I should use my community as an example, we built a secondary school, senior high school, Efutu secondary school. The last time I went to the palace and there was a program, a lady came to me and said, Nana, Mokrefutu Senior High School, Namsiyombo, go and speak to your people and mentor them. So we put the buildings up. I supervise the women, carry out, offer labor. Sometimes I had to give out money to buy achumo, bofrot, cocoa, and all that. And during my first day at school, I go to the schools and speak to the pupils. I also go to attend PTA meetings and speak to parents, and I go to the senior high school, the secondary school, whenever they have orientation, when the first years come. I think Jamampiamasam. Oh yeah, no. And I help with the orientation. Once a while, I go to the school, I speak to the students, and when they are writing exams, I go. The first day, I meet with them, give them some tidbits, talk to them, encourage them, and the last day, before the end of the toll of the bell, I'm there, I give them tidbits for home. So we contribute to educational development. We can encourage parents to prioritize education, motivate students to remain in school, support scholarship initiatives. I will be coming to the NHIA, Papa, for him to give me 2 scholarships for my girls in my secondary school. One say, man, why are they? And promote mentorship programs. Education, we all know, remains one of the most powerful tools for transforming lives and communities. Fourth, traditional leaders serve as advocates for vulnerable populations. Because we live among the people, we understand local realities. We know the widows, the elderly, struggling families, unemployed youth, persons living with disabilities, and children who require support. This local or indigenous knowledge enables us to complement government interventions effectively. Traditional leadership should therefore be viewed not as an alternative to modern development institutions, but as an important partner in development. Now, the special role of Queen Mothers. Dr. Chair, permit me to speak specifically about the role of Queen Mothers. I've mentioned a few already. Throughout our history, Queen Mothers have occupied a unique and influential position within traditional governance systems. We have served as advisors, educators, mediators, mentors, advocates, and protectors. The Queen Mother is often regarded as a mother to all. That's why I prefer being called a Queen Mother to being called a queen. The queen, one farmer beauty pageant for the market for a Queen Mother, because I'm mother of my community. So she listens to concerns, supports families in crisis, advises young people, promotes social harmony, and advocates for the welfare of women and children. In contemporary society, the role of Queen Mothers has become even more important. Women and girls continue to face challenges such as gender inequality, teenage pregnancy, domestic violence, limited economic opportunities, and barriers to leadership. Queen mothers are uniquely positioned to address these issues while preserving cultural dignity and identity. Queen mothers can champion girls' education, encourage entrepreneurship among women, promote child protection, advocate for gender equity, and support family well-being. An educated girl becomes an empowered woman, and an empowered woman strengthens her family. Strong families create strong communities. And so when queen mothers are included in decision-making processes, development becomes more inclusive and sustainable. Culture values as foundations of well-being. Ladies and gentlemen, culture is often misunderstood. Many people think culture consists only of festivals, dances, traditional attire, and ceremonies. While these are important expressions of culture, culture runs much deeper. Culture shapes how we think, behave, relate to one another, solve problems, and transmit wisdom across generations. Among the many values embedded in our culture, several are particularly important for well-being and social development. And the first is respect. Respect promotes harmony, strengthens relationships, and encourages peaceful coexistence. Respect for elders, respect for authority, respect for women, respect for children, and respect for human dignity remain essential for social stability. The second is responsibility. Traditional societies emphasized both personal and collective responsibility. Individuals were expected to contribute positively to family and community life. Development flourishes when citizens take responsibility for their actions and for the well-being of others. The third is discipline. Discipline encourages hard work, honesty, patience, accountability, and self-control. Many contemporary challenges, including corruption, violence, substance abuse, and indiscipline, can be linked to weakened value systems. Now, integrity. Trust is built upon honesty and integrity. Communities prosper when leaders are trustworthy and institutions operate transparently. The fifth is communal solidarity. African societies have long recognized, that human well-being is interconnected. Communities traditionally supported one another during births, marriages, illnesses, bereavements, and economic hardships. In an era characterized by increasing social isolation, this spirit of solidarity remains highly relevant. At the same time, we must acknowledge that not every cultural practice promotes well-being. For instance, if there is a taboo banning girls from crossing a river on a certain day, and if the girls have to cross the river to their school, it means every week they have to be absent for 1 day. It is not good for personal well-being. And also, if the girl is in her period and she has to stay at home because she has to go through puberty or nobility rites, maybe for 1 week. In my community, Efutu, there used to be 1 week stay home for girls who were in their period. Now I've made it just 1 day. So they stay at home for 1 day, learn whatever tradition demands that they learn and do, and then they go to school the next day. So we must acknowledge that not every cultural practice promotes well-being. However, culture must evolve. Practices that undermine dignity, equality, or human rights should be reviewed and reformed. True culture protects life and promotes human flourishing. Now, community engagement and participatory development. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Chair, development is most effective when people actively participate in shaping their future. Community engagement involves involving citizens in decisions and activities that affect their lives. It means listening before acting. It means respecting local or indigenous knowledge and encouraging participation. Development imposed from above often fails because it does not reflect local realities. Sustainable development emerges when communities participate in identifying challenges and designing solutions. When people feel ownership of development projects, they are more likely to support and sustain them. Community engagement, we say, strengthens democracy, promotes accountability, and enhances social cohesion. It encourages citizens to become active participants rather than passive recipients of development initiatives. We must admit that governments alone cannot solve every challenge. Traditional leaders alone cannot transform society. Universities alone cannot drive national development. Youth well-being, so development is a shared responsibility. And now youth well-being in the 21st century. My dear students, allow me to speak directly to you. You are growing up in a world of extraordinary opportunity and unprecedented complexity. Technology has opened doors that previous generations could scarcely imagine. There are some times when I have to give my phone to a little girl to do something on it for me because I was born before it. And sometimes it's not easy learning while you are young as I am. Information is available instantly. Opportunities for innovation, entrepreneurship, and global engagement continue to expand. Yet, this same environment has created new challenges. Many young people experience anxiety, depression, loneliness, social comparison, unemployment, and uncertainty about the future. Social media, often creates unrealistic expectations and pressures. Some young people struggle silently. Papa can. Others feel disconnected from family, culture, or community. This is why mentorship remains important. Traditional societies those days provided people with guidance through elders, extended family members, and community leaders. Today, we must restore mentorship systems. Young people need encouragement, direction, and positive role models. At the same time, traditional leaders must recognize that young people are not merely recipients of wisdom, they are partners in development. So I won't say young people are not just recipients of wisdom, they are partners in development. Young people bring creativity, innovation, energy, and technological expertise. Traditional leaders bring experience, cultural knowledge, and historical perspective. When these strengths are combined, communities become stronger and more resilient. Mental health and traditional support systems. Ladies and gentlemen, Nananum and all gathered here, fellow speakers, mental health has become one of the defining well-being challenges of our time. Increasing numbers of people experience emotional distress, anxiety, depression, trauma, and other mental health conditions. For too long, mental health issues were misunderstood and stigmatized. Many individuals suffered in silence because they feared judgment or discrimination. And I say, this must change. Traditional leaders can help reduce stigma by encouraging open conversation about mental a person who understands where they come from develops confidence and resilience. A community that understands its history possesses a stronger sense of purpose. Globalization has brought many benefits. It has expanded access to knowledge, markets, technology, and opportunities. However, globalization has also contributed to cultural erosion in some communities. Many indigenous languages are disappearing. Traditional knowledge or indigenous knowledge systems are being neglected. Cultural values are weakening. Preserving culture, I must say, does not mean resisting progress. No. It means protecting what is valuable while embracing beneficial innovation. We must modernize without losing ourselves. We must be globally connected while remaining culturally grounded. A tree without roots cannot stand. I hope you will all agree with me. Similarly, a society without values cannot endure. Economic well-being and community development. Well-being also has an economic dimension. Poverty affects health, education, dignity, security, and opportunity. Communities cannot thrive when large numbers of people lack access to economic opportunities. Traditional leaders can contribute to economic development by promoting entrepreneurship, agriculture, tourism, skills development, responsible land management, and local investment. Our cultural heritage itself represents an economic resource. Festivals, heritage sites, crafts, and indigenous knowledge systems can create employment and generate income. However, economic development must focus on sustainability. True development creates opportunities that improve lives across generations rather than providing only temporary benefits. The family and environmental well-being. The family remains the first center of well-being. Families provide emotional support, moral guidance, socialization, and care. Next time, one mom, one piece, then I deal with it. One mom, various options. Mosho, mumbogu mei masawaha. See, Maya na madaba. Nti I catch up the meta masha. Maate where I share program as a time. Na catch up with that what time masu. Next time, I shall send to my Muslim Morientem. So many challenges, social challenges originate when families struggle to provide stability and direction. Strong families contribute to strong communities. Environmental well-being is equally important. Human being, okay, our ancestors often treated land, forests, rivers, and sacred spaces with respect because they understood the connection between nature and human survival. Today, environmental challenges such as pollution, deforestation, poor sanitation, and illegal mining threaten community well-being. Protecting the environment is not merely an environmental responsibility, it is a well-being responsibility. Maybe we share conclusion and call to action. Dr. Chair, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude, allow me to return to the central message of my address. The 21st century presents extraordinary opportunities and significant challenges. Technology will continue to evolve. Economies will continue to change. Societies will continue to transform. Yet, certain truths remain constant. And these are: human beings need dignity. Human beings need belongingness. Human beings need purpose. Human beings need hope. Traditional leadership, cultural values, and community engagement remain powerful tools for promoting these fundamental human needs. Let us preserve what is good in our tradition, and let us reform what requires reform. On that note, I'll say, Ahindi and traditional leadership, Otsumhoda. I thank you.
Can we do it better for Nana Hima?
Hey.
Topic well dealt with. Nana Hima, we so much acknowledge every effort you've put to make this happen. Can we do one more time for Nana Hima? I have known her for quite a while, and I know her discipline is a hallmark, and she is an embodiment of commitment. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to remind you one more time that this is the 21st Century Wellbeing Conference of the 63rd UCC SRC, and we are transmitting live on TV UCC, on YouTube, and ATL FM. We have media partners in our midst, including Mr. Showbiz, Sunshot, K-Boys, and Divac Multimedia. We are ushered today by Radiant Ushering Team. Ladies and gentlemen, people of honor, people of responsibility, do balance a lot at a time. In no exemption is the NHIA CEO, Dr. Victor Asari Bampo. There are equally other important occasions he should grace today, including responsibilities bestowed on him as far as the National Health Insurance Authority is concerned. So he, for this purpose, would have to take his leave. But until then, we want to remind you that the National Health Insurance is going to be with us from today for the Match Day Carnival tomorrow, and the very Saturday we'll be having our SRC week on the initiative of the NHIA Campus Connect, of which UCC is not going to be an exemption. So we should take advantage of the National Health Insurance Authority being with us from today for the Match Day Carnival tomorrow, and the very Saturday we'll be having our artists. This is the National Health Insurance Authority's Campus Connect initiative. Let's tap into this and make this happen. Can we push our hands together for the National Health Insurance Authority? This is an initiative we're commending. For this matter, we have to call the 63rd UCC SRC President, His Excellency Kwame Ntiamoa, to do us the honor of presenting or making his last statement for Dr. Victor Asari Bampo. Can we show more love to him?
All right, thank you very much, Mark Stan. A very good afternoon to you all. Permit me to stand on the already established protocols. Thank you. And as Mark Stan rightly said, CEO would have to move and go back to Accra for other very equally important assignment. So I'm here for just something little. We want to present a citation to him and HIS. I want all of you to know that NHIS have supported us in our SRC week celebration, not just today's conference. They have decided to be here with us till we finish the entire SRC week. I thought we were going to clap for them, and we don't take it for granted. We really appreciate you. And we are happy at the numbers. Please don't go. What we are going to do is that for those, we are going to start sharing from the front to the back. We will actually lock the door. So those that are outside, they are not part. So please relax. Everyone is going to get something to the host. Are you clapping for that? And Doctor, I must say that one of the things that we will plead, as I was talking to Doctor, is that we have a clinic, a student clinic, just adjacent the library. We want to name that clinic NHIS UCC Clinic. Therefore, we are pleading with you to come and renovate it with the state-of-the-art facilities in that clinic for us. And as our Queen Mother has asked for 2 scholarships, we are just asking 8 HIS to come and renovate our student clinic for us. Please clap for Doctor as he has accepted. The offeror, I hope he accepts. This is an offer and accepted, but I hopefully know he will accept it. But again, the entire SRC want to say a very big thank you to all the directors, all the speakers, all the professors that came here, together with the provost of the College of Humanities and Legal Studies, Professor Daniel Japon, who is here to support us as well. Thank you. And my brother Benjamin Jehu, an entrepreneur as well. Thank you. So, Doctor, I nearly called you Prof. I'm sure very soon, because Doctor will become Prof. So, Doctor, please want to give you a citation from the SRC. This is a 3-in-1 citation. So, Doctor can decide to put this on his desk or remove it as well. I don't know if I should read it. Okay. So this is from the entire 63rd administration to Dr. Victor Asari Bampo. We really appreciate your dedication, your humility, and your love, and being here with us as well. Thank you.
I'm also informed that the National Health Insurance Authority also reciprocates this act of kindness. Right. There's this one.
Thank you for calling to find out, are there any GTech people here? But this is also for you, for the incredible dedication you've shown. And I hope that this will signify continued conversations.
So please, before Doctor goes, we'll call all the speakers and the dignitaries to come here so that we take a picture. Then the doctor can go. So I'll humbly crave your indulgence to all the speakers too.
Can we have the 63rd UCC SRC executives join this picture? General Secretary Jamina Hiabo, Vice President Debbie, Presidential Advisor, Chief of Staff. Can we have you join us here? I saw some of you here. As this very memorable session is going on, I want to remind each and every one of us that Chief Okofo Kwejobi Benti II, the Mahini of Asinda Man, is also a staff of the National Health Insurance Authority. Nana, thank you so much for making it a part of us. For the National Health Insurance Authority to have the chieftaincy system incorporated into this very sector, it comes to show that, of course, leadership has been embedded deeply into the National Health Insurance Authority, and he is at the Central Regional Office of the National Health Insurance Authority. I see pleasantries being exchanged between Dr. Victor and lawyer Kwesi Butcher Jr. So the entire staff of the National Health Insurance Authority is ushering Dr. Victor Bampo out.
Should I? Let's push our hands together as they take their lead. Harder. Yes. Still at the 21st Century Wellbeing Conference organized by the 63rd UCC SRC executives. Our next speaker is ready. It's a fast. He is a fast-rising Ghanaian legal practitioner, public relations specialist, and a political communicator. He has gained significant prominence for his robust academic background and active media presence on social and national affairs. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome lawyer Lawrence Kwesi Boche Jr. as he gives us our next presentation.
UCC, can we do better for lawyer Kwesi Boche? Can we give a UCC welcome?
Thank you very much. I'll heed to the advice of Nana Hema and stand on the already existed protocols. I also wish to associate myself with the expression of condolence made by the previous speakers, and I join in mourning with the bereaved family and the university community during this difficult time, in mourning our dear sister, friend, and colleague, Innocentia. Distinguished guests, fellow students, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I want to begin by asking a very simple question. How many of you checked your phone within the last 10 minutes? I want to see by hands. Now, keep your hands up if you've told yourself in recent times, I'm tired, I'm stressed, I need a break, or I just want to sleep. Interesting, isn't it? So on my way here, I prepared two speeches, a formal speech and an informal speech. But the energy in this auditorium has ministered to me to do what they say, clock it, and go with the informal speech. And so I'll speak for only 10 minutes. We live in the most connected age in human history. Yet many people have never felt more disconnected from themselves, from others, and from what truly matters. Today, we gather to discuss a topic that affects every single one of us in this auditorium, regardless of your age, regardless of your background, regardless of your stature, regardless of your academic credentials. Promoting 21st century well-being, a holistic approach to mind, heart, and soul wellness. The truth is that success in the 21st century is no longer measured only by academic grades, professional achievements, riches, or social status. Real success is waking up with peace of mind. Real success is having healthy relationships. Real success is being able to pursue your dreams without losing yourself in the process. And this is why wellness matters. Today's Gen Z generation and Gen Alpha generation is facing serious pressures, unlike the generation of our dear Queen Mother. As students and young professionals, we face the same pressure from society. As students battle the assignment deadlines, young professionals and corporate workers like myself have emails to answer. As students battle examination, young professionals have targets and deadlines to meet. As students battle academic competition and IA's presentations, young professionals and corporate workers are chasing promotions. As students battle social media pressures, young professionals have bills to pay. And as students battle campus relationships, many young professionals are also facing marital problems. Into be our problem. Many people are climbing the ladder of success while their health
relationships and happiness are quietly collapsing underneath them. The world has become faster, technology has become smarter, but human beings have not necessarily become healthier. Many people have full calendars, but empty hearts. Many of us in this room have many friends on Snapchat, thousands of followers on TikTok and Instagram, but nobody to talk to when life becomes difficult. Many are achieving great things externally while struggling internally. This is why we need a holistic approach to well-being. I believe that true well-being rests on 3 fundamental pillars. Wellness of the mind. Your mind is your greatest asset. Everything begins there. Your thoughts shape your actions shape your habits shape your future. As students, mental wellness means just more than passing your exams. It means managing stress. It means managing depression. It means learning how to fail without giving up. It means understanding that one bad result does not define your future. I once heard of a story of a university student who failed 2 major courses in his second year. He became depressed and considered dropping out. Years later, that same student graduated, started a business, and today employed dozens of people. I'm sure we've all followed the story of Chicken Man and Pizza Man. That failure that once looked like the end became part of their success story. Colleagues and friends, I'm here to tell you that a setback is not a judicial sentence. It is not the end of your life. Protect your mind. Read good books. Develop critical thinking. Take breaks. Enjoy life. Ask for help when you need it. When broke, ask your friends for a loan. If they don't give you, ask quick loan. But make sure to pay back. And like Timaya sings it in a song. And I'm sure many of you here know how to sing the song. This life, I can't kill myself. I can't kill myself. Oh. The second stage of wellness is wellness of the heart. By heart, I mean our emotional and relational well-being. Let me ask this. How many of us know people who look happy online but are struggling in real life? What we call on the street outside gentility. Almost everyone. The heart needs connection. The heart needs love. The heart needs meaningful relationship. One of the greatest predictors of happiness is not wealth. It's not fame. Because I have seen rich people and famous people face depression. And I have also seen poor people battle depression. It is not even academic success. I have seen very brilliant students and professors battle fatigue. Doc is here. He should tell us more. I have also seen average students and uneducated people battle fatigue. It is not about status or reputation. I know members of parliament, ministers, and other big men and women battling depression and loneliness. It is the quality of our relationships that truly matter. Students who build supportive friendships often perform better academically and emotionally. Professionals who maintain healthy family relationships often experience greater life satisfaction. A successful banker once shared his story with me. He said, after pursuing years of promotions and finally became a senior executive, he bought his dream house, bought his dream car, he bought a Lamborghini, he bought the Ferraris, he bought the J-Wagons, and he bought all the dream cars we are all thinking of to buy one day. Yet he confessed something very shocking to me. He said, and I quote, I achieved everything I wanted, but I had no one left to celebrate with. In chasing success, he had neglected the relationships that truly mattered most to him. That simple story reminds us that success without meaningful relationships is incomplete. It is very similar to achieving the best academic grades here at UCC, yet having no one to celebrate with or even take pictures with during your graduation. My dear friends and colleagues, you need a balance. Be kind, be compassionate. Check on your friends. When they call you, answer their calls. When you miss their calls, call them back. Call your parents, encourage your colleagues. A simple message can save someone from despair and committing suicide. Now we come to the deepest level of wellness, the soul. The soul asks questions that grades and salaries cannot answer. Questions like, why am I here? What is my purpose? What kind of life do I want to live? What legacy do I want to leave behind? Many people are surviving, but not truly living because they have lost connection with their purpose. Your soul needs meaning. Your soul needs value. Your soul needs moment of reflection. Whether through faith, prayer, meditation, service to humanity, or quiet contemplation, every human being needs something greater than themselves. A student who understands purpose studies differently. A worker who understands purpose works differently. A lecturer who understands purpose lectures differently. A leader who understands purpose leads differently. Purpose turns ordinary activities into meaningful contributions. Purpose transforms existence into impact. Now let me share a simple formula. A healthy mind plus a healthy heart plus a healthy soul is equal to sustainable success. Notice I said sustainable success, not social media success, not borrowed success, not temporary success, sustainable success. The kind of success that allows you to thrive without burning out. The kind of success that helps you to achieve goals while maintaining your humanity. The kind of success that allows you to excel professionally and academically while remaining emotionally healthy. And like Doc rightly said, spiritually grounded. Before I conclude, I want to challenge every one of you here to adopt these 5 personal habits. Number 1, spend at least 30 minutes daily away from your screens. Your phone, your iPad, your laptop, and all your digital devices. At least 30 minutes a day. Number 2, exercise regularly. I have come to learn the hard way that movement is medicine. And sitting idle is sickness. And so the choice is ours. Number 3, invest intentionally in relationships. Talk to people, not just devices. When you meet the nice girls and nice boys on campus, holler them, talk to them. And please, when we talk to you, respond. Number 4, practice gratitude. Focus on what you have, not only on what you lack. Like my brother Benghazi always says, gratitude is an application for more. Number 5, create time for reflection. You need to pray. You need to meditate. It improves your personal growth. Feed your soul well. Make sure to eat well. And don't forget to drink water. It's very important. And in drinking water, we must also learn to mind our own business as well. As I conclude, I want everyone to live their life with a 133 formula. By the way, this is the genuine 133 formula. This is not the other 133 formula. Practice sound mind, have a grateful heart, have a soul with purpose. The 21st century does not simply need smarter students. It needs healthier students. It does not simply need more successful professionals. It needs fulfilled professionals. It does not simply need people who can make a living. It needs people who know how to live. So as you live here today, I challenge you, take care of your mind, protect your heart, and make sure to nourish your soul. Because the greatest achievement in life is not merely becoming successful, it is becoming whole. Finally, I wish to leave you with these things. 1, no job is worth your life. The day you die, a new person will take your position. No relationship is worth your life. The day you die, your bae, your boo, or your loved one will move on. No academic course is worth your life. The day you die, the school will not be closed. And so take your time and take it easy. But make sure to grab the A's. It's very important. You need them. No client or customer is worth your life. The day you die, they will find your replacement. No deadline is worth your life. If you are gone, that work will still be completed. No employer is worth your life. Companies replace employees every day. No public opinion or campus gossip is worth your life. People will always have something new to talk about. No mistake is worth your life. Every mistake can be corrected while you are alive. No disappointment again is worth your life. Today's setback may become tomorrow's testimony. Your life is your greatest asset. Protect it, value it, and never trade it for something that can replace you. I thank you very much for your time. May God bless you all.
University of Cape Coast lawyer, please. One more time. Lawyer Kwesi Butcher Jr. for sure. Can we appreciate him one more time? The agenda must proceed. Law.
Our next speaker is also ready. And this is her profile. She is a licensed clinical psychologist and the Dean of Faculty of Arts at Regent University. With her extensive expertise, she frequently serves as a panelist on radio, TV shows, enlightening audiences on issues bordering on psychology and mental health. Her passion lies in applying the concepts and principles of psychology to enrich everyday life. Beyond her professional pursuits, she's deeply committed to the empowerment of individuals in their journey towards their best lives. She is particularly proud of her Christian faith and passionate about God. Notably, she is not only a thought leader, but also a creative writer. She is the author of 2 captivating novels, Breath of Faith and Against the Tides.
University of Cape Coast, Dr. Mrs. Evelyn Owusu Roberts. Shall we appreciate her even as she's coming? Over to you, Dr. Mrs.
Thank you very much. I will stand on protocols already observed and also connect with my fellow speakers to extend my condolences for the loss of Innocentia. May her soul rest in peace. So today, I will also keep mine short, but I want us to do this together, okay? So, I also have a scenario. Sometimes what we see is that we have 2 students. Both of these 2 students are intelligent. Both of these 2 students have the same access to resources, to everything. However, you may find that one person is doing better than another. And there can be a lot of reasons why one person performs academically better than another. And one of the reasons might be what we call emotional intelligence. So today I'm going to talk about emotional intelligence. In talking about emotional intelligence, I want us to mark ourselves. So today we are our own lecturers. Okay, you mark yourself. There are only 5 aspects of emotional intelligence. So as I go through them and I discuss them, I want us to see where we fall. Now, I really need your attention as we do this. Otherwise, I may have to bribe you. Who wants 1,000 Ghana cedis? Okay. All right. So let's see what happens. Okay. Emotional intelligence. What is emotional intelligence? Basically, we are looking at it being able to understand your own emotions, right? And the emotions of other people, and being able to manage it well. Sometimes we know people whose emotions take over them. True or false? You know some people who will say that, as for me, I have heart problems. True or false? Maybe you may even be one of them. A few weeks ago, I had to talk with a grade 5 student. She was literally fighting in class. So I was speaking to her, I was talking with her. And I was like, why did you react that way? Your friends are teasing you. Am I that boring already? Hey, sleeping. Me too, I want to sleep. Oh. We all want to sleep. Okay, so I was talking to this class 5 girl, and she had been fighting with her classmates because they were teasing her. And she came to me and I had to talk to her a little bit about how to regulate her emotions. And she was telling me that, as for me, everyone knows that, you know, my heart is not good. And I'm like, class 5, you've already settled that. As for you, you have heart problems. Please, we can change. What did I say? What did I say? So anything that's not working for you in your life, you can basically change it. Now, obviously, school is not just about grades, right? When you come to school, there's a lot of things that you are dealing with. Some people are dealing with relationships. Some of you are also dealing with the single life. You want a relationship, but nobody is looking your way. It's true. You are so lonely. You don't want a relationship. Okay, that's good. Okay. Take it easy. Whatever time you choose to be in a relationship, please do. And it's a choice. Okay, it's a choice. So let's go back to these 5 skills. The first is self-awareness. Okay, self-awareness is knowing who you are. And knowing who you are is a journey. Sometimes who you are, maybe when you are in JSS, becomes different from who you are when you are in SS. I remember for me, one of the changes that really happened for me in my life was not during my undergraduate degree, but it was during my postgraduate degree. During my postgraduate degree, my goodness, when I came out, I didn't just have the knowledge of psychology. When I came out, I was transformed. Like the person that I knew, I used to be very quiet and timid. If you ever told me that I'll stand on stage, I'll tell you are lying. But then it started with little things. I just saw Augustine here. I started with being a TA. Something I said I would never do, and then now I teach, and then I speak. So one of the things that I had realized is that sometimes we block ourselves from certain things and tell ourselves that we will never. As for this one, then no, not me, oh. But I want us to be able to live with that openness. Explore yourself. Explore opportunities. Things that make you afraid. Sometimes we have to even tell ourselves that, you know what, this year I'll do one thing that scares me to see where it will take me. Okay, and for me, being able to overcome and being able to work in spaces that make me afraid have really transformed my life. And then now, I know myself more, what I'm capable of, and even what I'm not capable of, even now, than I ever did. So please, let's be self-aware. Let's know ourselves. For those of you especially who don't want to be in relationships, explore who you are. Journal, pray, and let God reveal to you who he has made you, because he has made you far more than you ever think that you are or could ever be. Okay, so self-awareness also helps us to recognize our own emotional states before it controls our behavior. Because sometimes we get controlled by our emotions. Has anyone here ever been controlled by your emotions? Yes, because even, hey, who said no? You're a liar. Who said no? We all get controlled by emotions from time to time, right? And one of the things that really puts us in a very bad space is stress. It's stress. But let me break a myth. You are not supposed to live a stress-free life. What did I say? Is it possible to live a stress-free life? Even a baby that has been born today, right this second, is stressed. Should I explain to you how? You know, right? The baby was in the womb, very comfortable, safe. The sounds that were coming to that baby, they were covered. There was a little bit of a break. Now, all of a sudden, now this baby that was very comfortable has to be shoved out. Now they come out, and then now the whole world is bright, the whole world is noisy. Now, why won't the baby cry? It's a different environment, so even babies are stressed. So the deal is not to live a stress-free life, but the deal is to learn how to manage your stress. And that happens when you know yourself. So you know what you have going on. You see that, I'm going to be stressed in a few weeks. In this time, because of what's going on. So what do? You manage, you plan ahead of time. What do? Is this something you need to push through? Is this something that you need to know how to put some little rest periods in so that you can manage? So the time to deal with your stress is not when you are in the stressful time. The time to deal with your stress is when? Ahead of time. So please, if there's one thing that I want you to know is understand that life is not supposed to be stress-free. And then 2, you are supposed to know yourself enough to know when you are getting stressed. Because sometimes you may not even know you are stressed. Then you are being very irritable, you are being very irritated and annoyed, and other people will see that you are stressed before you will see that you are stressed. Okay. All right. Now, the second is self-regulation. And self-regulation is a hard one. Self-regulation means that you have to have a control of your emotions so that they don't take over you. Okay? So what that means is that you have to pause before you react. Sometimes someone may annoy you and you want to tell them you're 1 or 2 or 3 and 4 or 5 and 6, right? And you want to just go online and just say something, type something. But then sometimes we need to pause. The time to make decisions is not when you are emotionally aroused. What did I say? Hey, you just had emotionally aroused. The time to make decisions is not when you are emotionally aroused. Okay, so what that means is that anytime you are emotionally aroused, you are too excited or you are too angry. Anytime there's a heighten in your emotions, don't be making decisions. You have to pause before you react. Otherwise, you may end up disgracing yourself. Now, when we are looking at emotion regulation, I'm not saying that don't express your feelings, because sometimes you need that catharsis. You need to be able to tell somebody how you feel. But the fact that you have to tell somebody how you feel doesn't mean that you have to mess yourself up and the other person while you do it. Okay, with that one, we are not being emotionally intelligent. And this is important because you are going to be leaders if you are not already. You are going to own businesses if you are not already. And you don't want to be an emotionally unintelligent leader. So that, hey, boss is coming home, hey, let's hide. Hey, something happens, the people who you are leading can't come to you to say, oh boss, this is what has happened. And then, because they know that if they come to you, you are going to just shout at them. Okay, so emotional intelligence is really important, not just for now in your relationships, but also for the future as well. So, the third one is motivation. When we are looking at the third scale of motivation, we are basically saying that let's look at the things that motivate you. Let's look at the reasons why you do the things that you do, right? Because sometimes it is very easy to begin a year highly motivated, right? But then as the year goes on, the semester goes on, then sometimes you're like, Charlie, all die be die. Let's just forget about it. But the thing is that we know that there will be distractions. There will be setbacks. Maybe you may not do as well as you want to do. There might be some moments of doubt. Okay, am I intelligent at all? Where am I going with all of this? Okay, but when you are emotionally intelligent, what that means is that you understand how to stay focused on your long-term goals, even when short-term circumstances are challenging. So sometimes you allow that IA, to be something that you don't do as well in, because of a short-term problem. So now that boyfriend has moved on. Your heart's broken. And now you have a permanent D on your transcript that is everlasting. You allowed a short-term problem to then overcome something that was longer term. So it's important that we think about some of these things. Some of the obstacles we are facing now, sometimes it seems like it will last forever, but I promise you that it doesn't. The obstacles that we face, they appear like they will last forever. They appear like there's not going to be any end. It's just an appearance. The fact that it's an appearance doesn't mean that it is real, it is true. So think about the thing that is keeping you awake at night. Think about the things that is difficult for you to find a solution on right now. The more you think about it, the more you meditate on it, the bigger it becomes. And the bigger it becomes. And then before you realize you have a headache. And then now you're back. Now you have digestive issues. All of these things are stress that is manifesting. It's not that maybe you are developing any kind of medical illness, but stress can affect you physically. So that you are now having migraines and having all of these things. So it is important. Sometimes you just have to take a break from your problems. Take your girls. Now come together. Do something positive. It's not always that the way that you spend your time needs to be something that drains your energy or something that doesn't give life to you. The things you are spending your time on, is it giving life to you or is it taking life from you? Okay, that secret pornography addiction, the one nobody knows. Is it giving life to you or is it taking life from you? Because I have to speak with people who now have erectile dysfunction, who now have all sorts of sexual problems because they decided that the only way that they can release their stress is by coping in a way that doesn't bring life to them. There are better ways to cope. If you are trying to cope with your stress, you need to ask yourself, is this something that is giving life to me? Or is this something that is taking life from me? What did I say you should ask? Thank you very much. Okay. All right. So, it's important that we look at our motivation, okay? And we have to really make sure that we are taking very good care of our hearts. Yes, this is a place that you can meet the love of your life, somebody that you will marry, right? But sometimes too, it becomes a place where you go into heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak. So it's really important. The fact that you like somebody doesn't mean you have to be in a relationship with them. The fact that you are attracted to somebody doesn't mean you have to be in a relationship with them. It's just information. It's like, oh, okay, I like tall guys. Oh, I like short guys. Oh, I like fair girls. Oh, I like dark girls. It's information. What did I say? It's information. You like and be attracted to so many people. Okay, so it's information. But what's important is what happens, the assessments that you do after that. What are the values? Are they responsible? How do they spend their money? Or they are using all of it on Betway? What is happening? Okay. So, these are things that you have to assess so that you can really make sure that you are setting yourself on the path that you really want to be on. Okay. And sometimes you will fail. The fact that you fail doesn't mean that's the end of the world. There's something that I've noticed about students. When they get A or B, they say, I had an A, I had a B. But when they have a C or a D, they say, the lecturer gave me a C. The lecturer gave me a D. That one there, the A or B there, the lecturer didn't give it to you. But whatever the case is, let's look at the mindset with which we approach, the things that are important to us. The fourth skill is empathy. Empathy means that you feel for the person that is close to you. You feel for other people. You're able to feel what they feel. Right? Allows you to understand things from another person's perspective. Sometimes you need to understand things from your lecturer's perspective. Sometimes you need to understand things from the perspective of whoever it is that you are dealing with. Okay? And so, it allows us to become better friends, better people that are in relationships, and even better leaders. Okay. Sometimes you may see a friend who has grown withdrawn. It doesn't mean that you now say that, hey, this is my friend now, she's too no, or he's too no. Reach out. People are going through stuff. And even if you are going through stuff, it does the heart good to lift somebody else up. Okay. But when it comes to empathy, some of you are a little bit too empathetic because sometimes you are in a relationship and the person may be abusing you and you see it as a weakness. A weakness is when you are chewing your food too loud. That is when someone has a weakness. But when someone is abusing you, please just make sure that the first time they hit you becomes the last time they hit you. Let the person go and find help. And then you love them from afar. You don't need to love them till your life is over. Hallelujah. Amen. Sometimes there will be heartbreak. We've all gone through heartbreak. Even me standing here, I've gone through heartbreak. It is painful, but you will recover. Say what? You will do what? Yes, you will recover. Okay? Don't be afraid to be alone. Don't be afraid to be alone. What did I say? Don't be afraid to be alone. Know yourself. Learn to be by yourself. You don't even want to be by yourself, but you want somebody else to be with you. So learn to be by yourself. Explore. Just have fun when you are single. Okay, so that when you are married, you will also be able to live in that season. Okay, because marriage, especially when kids come, is a lot. One time I was in a hospital. My husband came to visit me, and I saw jealousy in his eyes. Children will make a husband jealous that his wife is in the hospital. So please, I said that enjoy your single life. What did I say? Enjoy it. Sleep. Sleep. What did I say? Sleep. Yes. Some of you too, when it comes to empathy. And I'm almost done. When it comes to empathy, you are not empathetic at all because you are making people buy bone straits for you. Another man's child buying bone straits for you, taking care of your nails, your upkeep. You are washing boxes. They brought you to school. You are cooking with your money. You are living in somebody's room. We know it all. And your parents are like, oh, my innocent child, welcome home. My child is at UCC. My child is at UCC. Meanwhile, you are here, you are married. You are living the married life. Please, Mrs. Single. Mrs. Single. What did I say? Mrs. what? Single. Because you are not married, oh. You only think you are married. It's Mrs. Single. Please, let us keep our eyes on the goal. The only thing I did for my husband before we got married, the only thing I cooked for him was sandwich. You don't need to do all of that. You are of value. What did I say? You are of value, and your value is not in washing boxes and in doing styles. Okay? All right. The last one is social competence. Okay, so what that means is that you have to build social skills. In building social skills, look at how you communicate. Try and improve upon your communication. Do active listening. Some people listen so that the other person will stop talking and then they'll continue. Do active listening. Listen to what the other person is saying so that you can respond. What did I say? Okay. So do active listening. Learn how to do proper conflict resolution. This is a time that you can start practicing. Okay, learn how to do proper conflict resolution. It's going to help you in your build healthy relationships. Unfortunately, marriages are not what it should be. And because of that, I know that a lot of you are scared. And because of that, you don't want to get married. Some of you just want to have children. And then some of you just don't want anything to do with marriage. But you can be the difference by making sure that you are building healthy skills, how to relate with people. Make sure that you are building healthy relationships. Practice when you are single with your friends, and it will translate to every area of your life. Thank you very much.
University of Cape Coast, Dr. Mrs. Evelyn Owusu. Can we do one more time for her? She's saying enjoy what? Enjoy your... We will see how you get married. All the same, this is the 21st Century Wellbeing Conference at the New Examination Center. Me was sem debi de mamo. Good news. You see the way you don't go to church. Good news. This good news, AK in team paid for your food. If you can see, from my left, the door is locked. On my right, the door is locked. Just behind, the door is locked. What does it mean? Saunim seweni ajabo unsem. Saunim seweni ajabo unsem. Sau pay free food na 60 tedaya. Saunim seweni ajabo unsem. Saunim seweni aja say intim. Saunim seweni aja say intim. Saunim seweni aja na upesa presto. Saunim seweni aja say intim. Enunti sau ko baby atena se. Na mensoli no bimba fa wakunya. Sa ufienim kwechi na yesha si chefienim na sewe nyabia yembo bia di udi. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 21st Century Wellbeing Conference Edianeche episode from the 63rd UCC SRC. Push your hands together for all of us one more time. Of course, every good presentation, every good turn deserves some rest. We would take the last but not least performance, of course. Of course, the presentation is over. But we were joined by the former Member of Parliament for the Cape Coast North constituency and the former Deputy Minister for Education, Honorable Barbara Asha IEC. Of course, Honorable, thank you so much for making it a point to be here. They say a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. And I say, it also ends in a step. We are at our 999th step to take for this very event. My name is Stanley Ekos Nkwa. I will respond to Mark Stan, my MC, and it was an honor, a proud one, doing this morning. Wait.
Lady Laurentia, just call me the voice of law.
We were privileged to stream live on TV UCC, on YouTube, ATL FM, Mr. Showbiz, Sunshot, The VAC, Multimedia, and we were ushered by University of Cape Coast's very own Regent ushering team. We would have the minister, former Deputy Minister of Education, former Member of Parliament for Cape Coast North, Honorable Barbara Ashaisi, to make a presentation for us. Can we put your hands together for her even as she's coming? Can we do better unto her even as she's coming? Take it over.
Dr. Chair, please permit me to stand the resisting protocol. I am not here to bore you with so many words because I realize that there's food. Once there's food, you don't pay attention. True or false? Yeah, I get you. I get you, I've been a student before, so I know how it works. But I'm just here to encourage you. I am personally worried, especially for this generation. Honestly, anytime I hear someone die, my heart breaks. Yeah, because I'm a mother. This week, we heard about this young lady, Sadia, beautiful fashion designer, gone. Our own daughter, Innocentia, gone. And it breaks my heart, honestly. So as a mother, I empathize with young people because you were supposed to be the future of this country. So if we're losing a lot of young people, young girls, then we all have to be extremely, very, very careful. Our speakers have spoken extensively. Please, let's pay attention. Some of us never had the opportunity to listen to such seasoned speakers. But I've realized that this generation, you hardly listen. It's only when something bad has happened or you want to experience it before you learn. But I was thinking that once you've had somebody who have gone through all these things and that person is trying to advise you, don't go this way, don't do this, don't do this. Please, can we listen? Young people, can we? Some of you young ladies come to school. As parents, we know that our kids are in school. But you are here, at the same time you are not here. Come on, you've got to add value to yourselves. Come on. Be that woman of substance. Please don't be, excuse me to say, a woman a young girl who any gentleman can just have his way with you. Add value to yourself. I would not tell my daughter not to have a boyfriend. No. But I would tell her that she should love herself. She should love herself. Because all the love things you do on campus, they are not real. It's not real. It's not real. Come on. How can you meet a gentleman just today and go to bed with that gentleman that same night? Come on, don't cheat yourselves. Come on. Don't do that. Add value to yourself. Come on. I'm real. Because I've told you I have a daughter, and I've never told my daughter because I know that when I'm too stern and straight, she will do it. I know it. So she's my friend. But I will advise her what to do as a mother. Please, do not cheapen yourselves. Some of you are here just one night. A man sees you and they're in the hotel with you. Come on. Charlie, Kasano, if you allow me, I'm going to talk. But I just want you to be that confident young girl. Be that confident young girl. Sometimes when you are pretty, people will underrate or underestimate your potential. You understand? Because they think that, hey, probably you are just looking at the person's physique. I always say it's good to have good looks, right? But it's temporal. Come on. When we were growing, most of our mothers were prettier. Nana Hima was much prettier. But time will catch up with you. Time will definitely catch up with you. Some of us are fortunate. We are in our 40s, we're in our 50s, we still look cute. But you may not be fortunate. So that is why you have to be careful about your well-being. Physically, you've got to be sharp. Don't bloat. Look sexy and trendy. Let the body do the talking. Yeah, let the body do the talking. Some of you can eat. Come on. Do you know how many times I eat in a day? I eat twice. A little breakfast. And then lunch, I take maybe bananas, granite. And at 4 o'clock, I eat. I don't eat till the next day. Some of you are addicted to food. How can you look good when you are eating by heart? A lady must not eat by heart. Everything that you chance on, you eat. You get everything. Please, let us eat right? Can I have some silence? Yes, exercise regularly. I exercise 3 times. I dance very well. So dance when you feel like dancing. Don't say that honorable. So honorable, see, mom and so I should enjoy life. Charlie, I enjoy life. Mentally, we have to be right. When you go to Ankafo, young girls, very pretty like you and I, off. Totally. Why? In coat, broken heart. You are going to think of a man. You let us engage our mothers. Hey, Lord. When I look at my big guys here, I'm tempted to be quiet. But that's the truth. You understand? Most of us, some of us are not married. They are not married though. Now, yeah, what worry brewy. And worry, bro. And you are still there. I advise a young lady who has been with a man for I think about 5 years or 6 years. The man has not performed any rights. You are living with a man. Anytime you go and sit at the beach, the man chases you there, comes to beat you up. I said, come on, leave it. This relationship is toxic. Do you understand me? Some relationships are just toxic. You don't need that. I will tell you, if a man abuses you because you have to be mentally right, leave. Married or not married, leave. You need your sanity. Yeah, you need it, don't you think so? So leave. Let us watch out, the kind of relationships that we have emotionally. Let me tell you, love yourself. We are all very unique in our own right. Social media is fake because I know I can fake it. Because I know I can come and do big things there and you people will believe. And that is what is happening now. Come on, that is not real. Most of the things, and it's putting a lot of pressure on young people. So young people want to be rich. Do you know the kind of things we do in this country? Do you know the things that I do, the work that I do? Academic, I'm there. Politics, I'm there. This, the kind of hard work, but I don't have that money. So how can a young guy who is not 40 years, within a year, is buying and doing all these big things? And I ask you, what do you do for a living? And he or she tells me, I have a restaurant. And I run a restaurant and I know what it takes to run a restaurant in Ghana. Please, not everything that looks like gold is real gold. I'm telling you as a mother, because I've seen everything. Not everything that looks like gold is real gold. Be content. And that is my secret. Be content. Be happy. And that is what has kept me. When I was in politics, active, and I was an MP, I was happy because it was such a beautiful opportunity. But when I lost the election, I was still very happy because I believe that timing is of essence. And we all have our times and our seasons. And we all have different giftings and callings. Please do not follow the crowd. You are the next president of the Republic of Ghana. You are the next member of parliament. Please do not waste your life with unnecessary things. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, holistic health is a lifelong journey of nurturing the body, our mind, and our spirit. It's about recognizing and embracing our uniqueness and making positive lifestyle changes and striving for a better quality of life. On that note, health is not just about living. Please let us live right. And please promise us that you're going to take good care of yourselves, because you mean a lot to us and you are the next generation. Have a beautiful day and thank you for the opportunity.
Wow. Honorable Barbara Asha, you see, what a beautiful presentation. Toxic relationship everywhere. So, Master, that was a beautiful presentation. And very soon, not very soon, it is here. The food is ready. Ejianeno Abe. Yeah, but then,
if you are so energetic for the full, let me hear you say yeah.
yeah. So, we receive our last solidarity message. It is a message. Oh, and Toboasie, calm down. It's a message. It is not a speech from the former Dean School of Economics rather, Principal of Enchi College of Education, Professor Francis Kwao Ando. With an applause, let's welcome him on stage.
Thank you very much. Let me stand on the protocols established already. And I also want to associate myself with the various messages of condolences that have poured in respect of Innocentia, who just passed away some few days ago. But I think a lot has been said. And as the MC rightly said, this is just a message. It is not a speech. Once Ford is involved, Honorable said it, the mind goes somewhere. And people say, yeah, so I know you are yearning for the food. When Honorable was speaking, I heard somebody say, hey, or say a Jumano, I mean the guys, from the guys. Well, I say market now, but I think it is very important. I just want to add a message. We are talking about holistic well-being. The mind, the heart, and the soul. These are very important dimensions of our life. Speakers upon speakers have highlighted the importance of physical health, emotional health, psychological health, and all of that. I just want to add one thing. As an educational leader, there is one thing I have learned in life: learning a skill. There are thousands of students like you who are going to have the degree that you are pursuing. Bachelor of Commerce, Bachelor of Education, Bachelor of Science, and so forth and so forth. And all of you are going into the market, the same market. But what is going to put you ahead of your colleagues? Learn a skill. This is something I have introduced in my college since I assumed office last year, September. And the initiative is that every student, by the time you graduate with your Bachelor of Education in early grade or DHS or primary education, you should have an additional skill, because that is what is going to make you more relevant. And this can be connected to our well-being, because there's nothing more satisfying than having another skill that puts you ahead of life, ahead of your colleagues. You may be going to several places, but what is it that you possess beyond the certificate that you have? Today we are talking about 21st century, and we are talking about 21st century skills. We are talking about the ability to communicate, the ability to innovate, the ability to think critically, and all of that. But what do you have to show? The mind, yes, it is important for you to develop the mind. And it is the greatest gift God has given to us. How positive is your mindset? You cannot say that you are well in your mind when you drink such water and you throw the sachet or the empty sachet anyhow. No. We are challenging you that as you grow your mind and become very well in your mind, have positive mentality, whatever that you do. And one of them is thinking about a skill. Thinking about a skill. When you think around, there are so many things you can do in addition to what you're already pursuing. So think about it. That's the message that I'm leaving you. May God bless you richly.
University of Cape Coast, of course, our very own Professor Francis Kwao. One more time for him. This has been the 21st Century Wellbeing Conference of the 63rd UCC SRC, and we are at the new Examination Center Auditorium. Ladies and gentlemen, we have brought the event to the close. But of course, every event would have to get a person steered the affairs as the chairperson. We did introduce to you a chair, and the chair we did introduce to you your people. It is therefore imperative that you have to give us your closing remarks. Then the 63rd UCC SRC would equally have to come in prudent to give their vote of thanks to you, the student, to the guests who made it happen, and of course, our friends from the media and anybody. So if you're going to stay in this time to get a preparation done, let us take a very short interlude from the former campus icon winners, J-Skid and Jehovah. Stay tuned and enjoy.
What's up? I go by the name this kid. Yeah. See you feeling neato, fly boy, yeah. See, my baby want money, and she knows I want her love. I said yeah. She knows I want her love, baby. The system be tricky. Every lady get sugar daddy. I said yeah. Me them my babe, every day wahala, so wahala. I see you cruising a ride with a lad. What you don't do me enter my body. You don't want make I call you my shorty. Hey. I swear I lie, I know be junkie. Hey. I see you cruising a ride with a lad. I said yeah. Baby, I know be junkie. I know go force the vibe. I don't have no hard breakfast, Brian. Somebody carry my baby. I said yeah. She can they follow a lad. Boy, for my body. 1, 2. So unlucky. See somebody carry a baby go. Hey. She follow Alaji go. Small boy will no get money. Now what's the name? So unlucky. See. Mema wakwaba. Hey. What's another men sempa. I have a call when I Anita. What can I say with ya? Mema boy not the phone kwa. Because you have my jinkwa. With any boo no I just baby. I never tell na me be Nancy. He said, and I do be as you do ride on me. So we jamen na wakwafa alaji. Hey, so if you like, you could join. We say when tia see so I saw quite Nancy. Obi I get crampo boy. Me dem akoma na ma na bubu me John boy. So if you like, you could join. Me ya get na say we be so aswe. We jam me wakwa na wasamba say yen twenya de asa be labed. Pray someday. Yeah. So hey baby get another. We dear ye jai wakwaba. Accepted baby akwaba. Oh yeah. I said then sing to them. So baby get another. Hey. Accepted baby akwaba. Oh yeah. I said then sing. Unya wodi ama weni so. I see your kwama nenkwa. I don't go force the vibe. I don't have no one breakfast Brian Chai. So unya wodi ama weni so. Obi don't ama weni so. I don't go force the vibe. I don't have no one breakfast Brian Chai. Somebody carry my baby. She can't follow Alaji. Paper for my body. 1, 2. Yeah, so lucky. Hey. See somebody carry my baby. Somebody she follow Alaji. Small boy we no get money. Hey, 1, so 2, lucky. 3. See somebody carry my baby. She can't follow Alaji. 1, 2. Paper for my body. 4 for my body. So unlucky. See somebody carry my baby. Somebody she follow Alaji. Small boy we no get money. And your casa. So unlucky. DJ pull up. So thanks to everybody in this building. Thanks to all the others here. This song is titled Breakfast. It's about the young girls leaving we the broke boys for the rich guys. So if you like the song, when you go home, you can check it out. Jehovah X this kid Breakfast. The next tune is Concentrate. This is how much the ladies are making the boys worry on campus because of how they are treating them. Also, it's also vice versa. How the guys are also making the ladies suffer on campus due to broken hearts and attitude. What is it? Go the next tune. Okay. This one is titled Concentrate. Hey, now what's the name? Hey, sing for them. I said yeah. Girl, I no go lie. I said girl, I no go lie. Get your body fine. Why you make her cry? Oh, yeah. Get your body fine, oh. Why you make her cry, oh? Or the way some of me this was now I do contemplate. If you know the make I do concentrate. She's spoiling my heart and the contaminate my heart. So we go there fornicate. See, I go tolerate, she show me I go elevate. If you know they like we go celebrate. Papa your love like I be Johnny Cage.
Honey with the juice, night with the cruise. Swear to God, nobody go fit in my baby shoes. On my left when I cruise, she give me all the booze. A man of the Amodoso, but it be you where you choose. Shawty be my wife, she got all the vibes. She a bad bee with a bit of holy life. Shawty with the size, about time, but just nice. Oh man, you coming, who settle up and the spice. Shawty mommy, sweet sensation. You don't know double shit bikini from attention. My mom be on the 1-1 send dictation. Break on the action. I said yeah, sing to them.
Yeah, I get the fine girl when she says she loves me. She wanna run down just like an Olympic. My baby fine girl, she's so pretty. Bad girl, oh no, she's so pretty. I get the fine girl, she loves me. You don't know tea now, what it me. My baby swassa. Now I do contemplate. If you know the make I do concentrate. She's boiling my heart and the contaminate my heart. So we go do fornicate. See, I go tolerate all the actions she show me. I go elevate. If you know they like we go celebrate. Papa love like I be Johnny Cage. Listen. Ora machanso machansa Beswa ma meni afa Uko yesha beswa ma meni swasa Ora machanso machansa Uri pacha binasa Uko yesha beswa ma meni swasa Now I do contemplate. If you know the make I do concentrate. She's filing my heart and they contaminate my heart. So we go there for the case. See, I go tolerate all the actions she show me. I go elevate. If you know they like we go celebrate. Papa your love like I be Johnny Cage. Now I do contemplate. If you know the make I do concentrate. She's filing my heart and they contaminate my heart. So we go there for the case. See, I go tolerate all the actions she show me. I go elevate. If you know they like me, you go celebrate. Papa your love like I be Johnny Cage.
Remember the name Jehovah in this game. Thank you guys, thank you NK team, thank you everybody. One love.
Hold on. Just kid, come. Please come. Okay. Have the microphone. Come here. Let's do this one. See, University of Cape Coast. Every good 10 deserves another. Did you enjoy the performance? But show working for me. J-Skid, Jehovah, please leave your handles down. University of Cape Coast, can we give them an extra 1,000 followers right now? Can we? Put on your data. Can we give them some following on Audio Mark? See, hold on. As it will fear, as a power fear, charity begins. Is UCC at home? Are they from UCC? Come on, UCC, can we do better? Let's monitor this. Let's have your phone. Let's check the followers you're having from now. Let's push in 1,000 extra followers for them on their handles. JSK Jehovah, put it out there and let's make this happen. Quick.
Okay, so I would like you guys to follow me on TikTok. So I have 3.2K right now on TikTok. Yeah, and my handle is Jehovah, J.HOVA, Jehovah, J.HOVA. Yeah, and then he's this kid. Also TikTok. He has 8.7K on TikTok. Yes. So his own is THIS, which is this, and KHID, this kid. THISKHID, this kid. So thank you guys. We love you.
Can we push our hands together one more time for them? Jehovah and this kid. We appreciate you so much for this love you have shown them. On to appreciate our coming here today. We would have, of course, the SRC president do us. But until then, we will take the chairperson's closing remarks. Can we push our hands together for our chairperson, Dr. Elijah Young, to do that? So until then, please, can we have also The executive bring the citations close to us.
Thank you very much. We have listened to all our speakers. Nana Hima looked at it from a traditional point of view. Lawyer Boche and Honorable, together with Prof, looked at it from a more practical point of view. And we have our sister, Dean Regent University, right? Yes, looking at it from a more clinical, psychological point of view. And in my view, I think that they have all contributed to the overall usefulness of the discussion. As we come to the close of this important and inspiring conference, I wish to begin with a simple but sincere expression of gratitude. I want to say thank you to all of you and to our speakers especially. Thank you to the organizers whose commitment made this gathering possible. Thank you to every participant who contributed, reflected, and one way or the other engaged wherever you are. We thank our musicians. They electrified this room for us. Across our discussions, one message has remained very clear. From all what was presented, I gathered that excellence is not only about academic achievement. It is also about creating conditions that allow people to thrive. And like I said, a thriving university community is one where students can pursue their ambitions without losing their health, their identity, their sense of belonging, or their hope. So you realize that this is an academic environment, but we still had some of us, singing, dancing, and entertaining all of us. And to me, that has really contributed to our well-being. We have spoken about challenges. Some speakers have also talked about exploring opportunities. Nana Hima narrated some stories. Prof talked about ideas, developing some extra skills. And as I said, some also talked about practical solutions. But the true value of this particular conference, the 21st Century Conference on Wellbeing, is not about the photographs we'll be taking here. It is not about the attendance that here is full to capacity. It is not about the applause. Its value will be measured by what happens here after. It will be measured by whether we become more attentive to those around us. We mentioned our sister, Innocentia. Perhaps she went through challenges that she could not speak. And even if some of us observed or made an observation, we were not able to discuss it with her. Our value, or the value of this conference, will also be measured whether we check on our friends, whether we create spaces where people feel safe, speak, whether we seek help when needed, and offer support when we can. Lawyer Boke said that if you don't have money, don't be shy. If you can take a loan, please do. And when they come, feel free to also give. But as a loan taker, do well to also pay back the loan. Whether students, leadership, university management, and the broader university community continue to place well-being where it belongs, at the center of campus life, is something we also have to think of. To you, our students, I leave you with this thought. You do not have to carry every burden. Share your burden. You do not have to prove your worth through exhaustion. You will learn 24 hours. That is not how to prove your worth. Okay? Growth and achievement should not require sacrificing your well-being. It has been said. Your health, your well-being is more important than everything. Therefore, take care of your minds, take care of your bodies, take care of your relationships. That is very important. On that note, it is my honor and pleasure to declare the University of Cape Coast SRC Conference on Wellbeing officially closed. Thank you all. Those of you coming from Accra, Efutu, and other places, we wish you all a safe travel. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Elijah Yen, for that closing remarks. I invite on stage the SRC President, Dr. Intiamoa Intim, to give us the vote of thanks and give out some citations.
We have other.
All right, thank you very much. Okay. All right, I believe in prophecy, so when she said doctor, I was nodding my head. It means maybe very soon I'll become a doctor. All right, thank you. I'm not a doctor yet. I think that first and foremost, we want to say a very big thank you to the Almighty God for making this a success. Without him, this program wouldn't have been a success. We want to thank our keynote speaker, Dr. Victor Asari Bampo, for coming here. We want to thank our Nana Ama Eyaba, the first Kontehema of Oba. Thank you so much, Mommy. We love you. Thank you for your speech. I want to thank my own mother, Dr. Mrs. Evelyn Robert. Thank you so much. Thank you for your articulacy and thank you for the words you've spoken. I pray it has left an indelible marks in the life of students. I also want to thank my senior brother, Lawyer Kwesi Boche. God bless you for staying true. And my brother, Mr. Benjamin Jehu. Oh, Mr. Benjamin, maybe stand up, let them see you. I'm sure a lot of people have seen him on television. Yes, he's also a political communicationist and also an entrepreneur. Thank you so much. I also want to thank my mother, Honorable Barbara Asa Aisi. Thank you for your continuous tutelage. We don't take it for granted. Every word you have spoken to us from the day we have met till now has kept us ongoing, and we appreciate. And a father, Professor Francis Cole Ando, who used to be the Dean of the School of Economics until he became appointed as the principal of Enche College of Education. Thank you so much. He came all the way from Enche. Can we clap for him? Thank you so much. We really appreciate. I want to appreciate the protocol team, the Radiant ushering team, one of the best ushering team you can get in Ghana and West Africa. Radiant ushering team. Thank you so much. I want to thank all my executives. I want to thank all my executives as well. They made this program a success. And let me state this before we do the presentation. The provisions that we are given is not from SRC coffers. Most of the time when people come to the office and we do programs, they will ask me, President, what can we do for you? My answer always have been, we need a food bank for the student. Every time. And anybody that is watching me, this is being streamed live, can attest that I have seen the interest of students. And so when they tell me, Presido, can we send you something? I said, buy rice or milk and bring it to the office. And that is why we have a lot to share to students. Don't worry. We never anticipated this number because today is election. But this is what we are going to do. We will share the foodstuffs. We'll share the item 13. Those that are not going to get it, we are going to take your names personally, and I'm going to make sure. Listen, hello. Listen, the number here is a lot. As I said, those we are going to start from the front. Those that are not going to get, I personally am going to make sure that we get you right. But I'm sure it will be up. So let's pray and believe God that we'll get it. We have more than 3,000 people in this room now. We have more than 3,000 people in this room now, and we appreciate. So before we leave, please, we would want to call, Master, you call the speakers. Do you want me to do the presentation? Okay, so we'll call the chairperson, or we'll call Nana and the chairperson to come, and we'll give the citation. And please sit down. They will start sharing as we do this. Please don't open the back door, because we can't allow anybody to enter. So the moment you take yours, you pass here and you go. You take yours, you pass here. You take yours, you pass here. And as you go and exercise your franchise and vote. Otherwise, people will go and vote for others. When you vote, remember that it's not the interest of people, but let it be the interest of yourself and your younger siblings that will come to the University of Cape Coast. Let's finish the SRC who are next. Let's see how sustainable the policies will be. Go out and vote for whoever you want. Thank you.
The presentation of the citations.
I'm going to bring the
This is the 63rd UCC SRC initiative. We can see food is loaded and has arrived. This is in Anna. Next up, can we have Lawyer Yan back here? Lawyer Yan, chairperson. This is a token of appreciation from the 63rd UCC SRC to you. And again, we have Dr. Mrs. Evelyn Owusu Roberts. Oh, can we appreciate her even as she's coming? Dr. Evelyn Owusu Roberts, this is from the UCC SRC. To you, we say thank you so much for making it a point to be here. Professor Francis Kwawando, you are next on our list. We do us the honors of picking this token of appreciation. Our very own senior lawyer, Missy Boche. We appreciate your comment. We appreciate your comment to the University of Cape Coast, and words alone will not be an attester of our appreciation. This is our token of appreciation. The very last but not least, to our Honorable former Deputy Minister of Education, Honorable Barbara Asha AEC. She said on Niente, and indeed she is still with us, Osanso Niente. Honorable Barbara Asha AEC, the University of Cape Coast says, thank you so much for making it a point to be here. All right. So yeah, we are.
All too soon, we've come to the end of this program. But before we leave, do we have aspirants here? Do we have aspirants here? Yes, we do have them. So please come forward and let the students know for the last time your initiative.
Okay, so thank you very much for this great opportunity. My name is Richard Nanakwame Ajiman, and as you all know today, that it is our elections. As I came here, I was very much happy that if nothing at all, our students are much interested in food bank policy. And as such, that is what the Gidigba Empire wants to bring on board as the SRC to also help our students and cushion them within the examination period. So as you go today to the poll, remember to vote Gidigba Empire number 2 on the ballot screen for the food bank policy to feed all 3,000 students here. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day. And we are number 2. Thank you.
And thank you. My name is Nete Ernestina. As we are all living here and going to vote, please kindly vote Sina for UCC SRC Coordinating Secretary, number 4 on the ballot screen. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Make sure you cast your votes right after this, please. So somewhere, somehow, we've come to the end of the 21st Century Conference Program held by the 63rd UCC SRC executives. It was amazing to, I say, Janina Bantumadriniha. But then it's the end. It was amazing. And your participation was very, very interesting. So my name is Laurentia Nkansabisa. Just call me the voice of law. And this afternoon, I did this with
Stanley Sunkwan Aqua. I am Max Stan, my MC. Special acknowledgement to TVUCC, ATL FM, Mr. Showbiz, Sunshot Photography, Cape Boys, the VAC Multimedia, and of course, Radiant Ushering Team. The National Health Insurance is also duly acknowledged, and all friends